Hey, what's up, dudes? With Dragonflight coming out soon and prepatch right around the corner, I wanted to share with you all the leveling build I'll be using, as well as some variations if you want them. If this video ends up helping you out in any way, maybe you consider helping me out by hitting that little red subscribe button, and if not, no worries, I'm just here to help. Okay, so now let's talk about my choices and what I'm aiming for. Essentially, it boils down to three things: speed, burst, and chain pulling. We need to be able to move quickly because slow leveling is no fun. So basically grab everything that gives us a speed boost. This includes pursuit, fellfire haste, internal struggle. For the mastery, our mastery gives us speed if you're not aware, and the hunt with relentless pursuit. Because the more cooldown reduction you can get on the hunt, the more you can use it, and you can use it to travel to farther mobs. And if you didn't want to choose Relentless Pursuit, you can instead take Collective Anguish for the little bit of damage, but I'm going to take it at 62 only because I value the CDR more. You'll also notice I took Netherwalk. The sole reason I am taking Netherwalk is because I personally value the speed boost it provides over anything else. Netherwalk is super great when you're in a cave or building where you can't mount and your gun shoes are on cooldown. For me, that trumps any tiny bit of damage I could take for another point at 60. But if you don't feel that way, you can easily move that point someplace else. Now, since we're going for speed and zipping around, grabbing momentum was an obvious choice, since it will just be a constant 8% damage buff that will help burst mobs down, along with UBC and initiative, which are required to get down to momentum. At this point, there's only a few points left at 60 to use, since you simply will grab all the Blade Dance and Chaos Strike points up top and to the right. Now, I know that I want to be chain pulling, and what better way to do that than throwing your glaive and tagging a ton of mobs. So I made sure to grab Bouncing Glaives and Master of the Glaive on the general tree, as well as Furious Throws. We can then also grab Burning Wound, Accelerating Blade, and Soul Rend, so all the mobs will be dotted up as they run over to you and might even die since the damage done is actually very high. And we finish by grabbing any means necessary. One other concern you'll have with leveling is Fury Gen. Since mobs are dying so quickly, we want to make sure we account for that by grabbing either Demonic Appetite or Burning Hatred first. Either way, you're going to grab both eventually leveling. Currently, I'm taking Demonic Appetite, but I think I will end up using Burning Hatred first at 60, since I'm going to pop it running at mobs, which will give me Fury to throw my glaive from afar, since we took a talent that makes throw glaive cost 25 Fury. You need to also remember that Vengeful Retreat with the Tactical Retreat talent will give you passive Fury as well. Now, as I level up, I plan to put my remaining points in Know Your Enemy, Essence Break, and either Burning Hatred or Demonic Appetite based on what you took at 60, and then either Fodder to the Flame or Elysian Decree based on what you like. Personally, I'll be playing Elysian Decree just for that on-demand damage as well as chain pulling group of mobs from afar. And the only point that really matters on the left is Collective Anguish. After that, do whatever you want. I'll be putting it in the Will of the Illidari for some free HP and Charred Warblades for a tiny bit of self-healing. Level point wise, it'll look something like this. Lastly, if you decide to level with War Mode on, I simply took First of the Illidari for a reduced meta, which as a variation, if you wanted to, you can pair this with what is also called First of the Illidari and get a 2-minute meta. Again, personally, I just prefer Demonic as a choice node, but this PvP talent will still allow me to have a 3-minute meta. I also take Unending Fury for more passive Fury regen and Chaotic Imprint for some more passive damage gain that will go along nicely with the chain pulling and tagging I'm going to be doing with my glaive. And as a reminder, make sure to stock up on some of these consumables. These are mentioned in a ton of guides out there, but in case you haven't seen them, here you go. They'll help speed up your leveling one way or another. So yeah, with all that being said, I really hope this helps you, and if it did, do me a favor and subscribe. Also coming out when I stream, and that's it. See you later, bye.